And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Salute all my real ones. Yeah. Look, bro. Hoodie Rain in the building. I know, like, if y'all wondering why I wear hoodies all the time, because I like wearing hoodies. I don't care if it's the summertime. I'll be in the crib with the AC on and the hoodie on. It's cold now, so I got the hoodie on. There you go. Question answered. The Pentagon UFO report explained. Yeah, please explain it to me, because basically, from what I know, they used to deny that there were UFOs. Then they said, you know what? All right, here's the report. There are UFOs. But off rip, the first thing that you have to understand is press the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, all that. You know what I'm saying? You know how to support the channel. Is that just because the government is saying that there's UFOs, unidentified flying objects, does not mean that they're saying that there's aliens, right? They're mutually exclusive. Just because something is unidentified does not automatically mean that it's an alien. And Neil deGrasse Tyson made a great point, right? He's like, man, we're living in a world that's in 2021, about to go to 2022. We live in a world where everybody has cell phones, and your iPhone, and most of the world, a lot of people got iPhones. iPhones shoot videos in 4K and 8K, and you have cameras shooting 8K, and people have drones that shoot in 4K, and all this different technology with cameras on them. But yet and still, when it comes to the UFOs, all the videos that come out are these grainy, really hard to see, hard to explain what exactly that thing is, blurry videos. Like, there still hasn't been a crispy, clear video of a UFO. And he has a point, right? Like, almost anything in the world right now is going to be captured on video, except when it comes to UFO, it's not clear. So, anyway, we're going to see what you got to say. Let's start it off.
The Pentagon's UFO report is finally here, and I read it, so you don't have to. Let's take a look. Aliens. Are they here? Do they visit? Does the government know about them? The past 2 years have been really interesting on the topic of UFOs, unidentified flying objects, which are now officially called UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. And if you didn't know, last year, Florida Senator Marco Rubio added a section to a funding bill requiring the Director of National Intelligence to work with the military and intelligence community to submit a report on unidentified aerial phenomena to be delivered no later than June 25th, 2021. Well, the report is here, and we're going to talk about it. But what would make a sitting U.S. Senator add something like that to a funding bill? Here's how we got here. In 2007, this guy, Robert Bigelow, convinces Senator Harry Reid
not to be confused with Deuce,
to launch a Department of Defense investigation into UFO sightings. In 2009, DoD counterintelligence officer Lou Elizondo takes over the effort, and it's renamed the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP. After 8 years, Elizondo leaves ATIP, annoyed with the lack of dedication to getting real answers or investigating further. Then there's Christopher Mellon, who served as Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense in both the Clinton and George W. Bush administrations. Well, this guy starts giving interviews to the press because he thinks the government should be more transparent about UFOs or UAPs and the mystery surrounding them. Which brings us to Tom DeLonge. Yes, the lead singer from Blink-182. This guy loves aliens and UFO conspiracies so much so that he forms To the Stars, an organization dedicated to collecting and analyzing videos of UFO sightings. Elizondo and Mellon join To the Stars as advisors, and Mellon gets some Pentagon content.
You see what I'm saying, though? Like, I know she's giving the backstory, but look at that video. It's like super grainy, radar, black and white, and a blurry dot. That could be anything. Literally, that could have been like, I don't smoke no more, but back when your kid did get higher than goddamn E.T. when he was phoning home, that could have been me floating out there. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, like he got so high, he lifted his building up and that's his building.
Tax to give him 3 unclassified videos of UAPs. This all ends up getting printed as a front page story in the New York Times, and in September of 2019, the government says, yeah, those videos, they're authentic. Last year, they formally released the videos themselves, and in the last month or so, a California filmmaker named Jeremy Corbell released 2 more military videos that show off additional UAP encounters. Which brings us to
that looked like that, if that was triangular, like wait,
show off additional UAP encounters.
Is it B-52 or B-22, the stealth bombers? Like that could literally just be a stealth bomber. Man, listen, I'm a real big believer in Occam's razor. The simplest explanation tends to be the right one. Would I like there to be aliens? Sure, why not? But at the same time, I don't know if as a species we're ready to encounter them, especially if Hollywood is correct in their assumption that when aliens come through, they coming through to try to go to war with us. Do I think that that's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that's what would happen. I'm getting far ahead of myself. The simplest explanation tends to be the right one. Is it more likely that the U.S. government or whatever is experimenting with new and different airplanes and different fighter jets and just trying to test out new technology? Or is it B, that aliens came all the way from wherever the fuck they're from, come to Earth, and they're like, yo, you know what? All right, cool. We came all the way here, and we gonna come down there and fly around and stuff, just for you enough for y'all to see us. But we're never gonna really introduce ourselves, and we've been doing this for how many decades now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more likely that it's just something that can be explained that the government is just doing. And mind you, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's just simple logic and common sense.
Which brings...
Plus, it's like, yo, off of that video itself, like, you can't really come to a definitive conclusion because you just don't know.
Brings us to this official report. The report dropped just before the end of the day on the 25th in Washington, D.C., and it doesn't even crack 10 pages. Aww. Kind of a letdown, in my opinion. I was kind of hoping for a media report or just one single page with a picture of an alien on it. The main takeaway, well, it was what we were mostly expecting. The first sentence of the summary reads, quote, "The limited amount of high-quality reporting on unidentified aerial phenomena hampers our ability to draw firm conclusions about the nature or intent of..."
Basically, that's exactly what I'm saying. That there's no high-quality video, and you can't really come to a conclusion about what's going on. Mind you, like I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to pick a side here. I'm just literally just using common sense. Like, we need once there's clear video on YouTube or wherever it gets uploaded to, and we know for sure that it wasn't just somebody in their crib creating like these fake videos. Like the other day, I saw some video and I thought it was real at first. The person was shooting a video of the moon, and I guess they had a camera, and the camera started zooming in, and the closer it got to the moon, mind you, it's daylight, the closer it got to the moon, you saw like this little dot, and then he zoomed even closer, and the dot, there was like another dot that like dropped out of it. So it was like supposed to be aliens and stuff, some stuff like that. Like just fakery, like just straight fakery. If they could come out with videos that's clear, you know what I'm saying? I'm more likely to be like, all right, cool. This needs a further investigation. But for right now, my stance is, yo, UFOs, to me, it's not aliens. Like, aliens are not going to come all the way from wherever they're from just to hide from us when they get here. Like, and if they're going to study us, if they had the ability to find us, then I'm pretty sure that they could examine us from like Saturn or whatever without having to pull all the way up close, literally fly around here in Nevada or wherever the hell they be at, and just enough for them to be caught on camera, but never actually say anything to anyone.
Of UAP. The data collected on these sightings is pretty inconsistent, since there wasn't a standardized reporting system until just a couple years ago. There was one UAP they were able to solve with high confidence. High confidence. It was a large deflating balloon. Sorry, it's kind of funny. The report goes on to say that if these UAP incidents are solved, there are 5 likely explanations: airborne clutter, natural atmospheric phenomena, USG or US industry developmental programs, foreign adversary systems, and a catch-all other bin. They looked at over 144 reports between the years 2004 and 2001. 80 of those reports had multiple sensors detect the object. So here's the juicy part. Over a dozen of those reports include observations of unusual movement patterns or flight, and they can't explain those. It could be what the report describes as breakthrough technology being used by a foreign adversary. But the report also says they, quote, currently lack data to indicate any UAP are part of a foreign collection program or indicative of a major technological advancement by a potential adversary. So it could still be extraterrestrial in nature. That's that whole other bin they mentioned. The UAP task force says it's going to do additional investigating on those specific kinds of reports. So the TLDR here is the government hopefully ends up implementing a better, more standardized reporting system across every military branch for UAPs, encourages soldiers to report them and break the stigma of reporting them, and still has absolutely no idea what a decent number of these things are or how they appeared to move or fly the way they did when they were detected. I think just about everyone wins today. Conspiracy theorists get at least some of their assertions legitimized by the government admitting they don't know what every UAP is. Plus, they can also keep saying they're clearly not telling us everything. And of course, skeptics can keep on saying there is zero concrete evidence showing these UAPs were alien in nature. This is all a bunch of nonsense. I'm gonna go get a Starbucks. Are you a skeptic or a believer?
I'm a skeptic, man. I'm a skeptic. Mind you, right? Just to be clear, I am a true believer that aliens have to exist in the galaxy or the universe. Just the probabilities, like there's basically a planet for every star, if not multiple planets for every star. There's hundreds of millions of stars in this galaxy, hundreds of trillions of galaxies in the universe, with hundreds of millions of stars, with hundreds of millions of planets, trillions of planets. The likelihood that we are the only ones in this whole universe, to me, is basically zero. Like, there's no way. Not only that, but yeah, it would be a waste of space. I'll give you that. I'm just saying that I haven't seen enough for me to say, oh, they've come specifically here, right? It's a big galaxy. It's a big universe. Not only that, but right now we only have evidence of one advanced civilization, and that's us. So yeah, but if y'all want to argue with me, I'm game. Y'all can leave a comment in the comment section. I'm gonna end it here. My name is Rain. Catch you on the flip side. RCP salute. Wait for a dab on it.